Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Goldcrest Valley, welcome back to Farming Simulator 17. Today we have spray tanks. These are actually purchased because we're going to go spraying our fields. We are in the Strawberry Milkshake Voltra, which I will be giving out to certain people in the next coming days. So Fresh, if you're watching, yes, you can stop asking now. You'll be getting it, don't worry. Same goes for Sim and Landy if they want it, and Banky. Next time I talk to him. But yes, I will be giving this out to certain people. I'm still kind of looking into permissions. I might release this on Facebook, as opposed to a modding site, because that might be a bit easier. Somebody forgot to turn off the autosave mod. That's been causing some issues. Was that the autosave mod? I'm guessing it was. I will admit, I have taken a loan. I've taken out a loan of like 60 grand to get this stuff, and there's a reason I've taken out such a huge loan. It's because the 1455 case can't actually lift the liquid fertilizer refills, so I've got a temporary measure in place. This will not be permanent. It is a temporary measure, and it is in the yard. And it's going to be used as soon as I've run out of liquid fertilizer in the big tank there. We've bought an infinite supply of liquid fertilizer, which I really don't like because I think it's cheating, but hey. So you have to have the correct one selected. That's actually interesting. You have to select the correct tank. We only have 1,000 liters or 2,000 liters of liquid fertilizer, so we don't have a ridiculously huge amount. Let's refill this. And that's all the liquid fertilizer we actually owned. Now I do have care wheels on the Voltra, so it does look quite ridiculous. And the reason for that is I do have crop destruction back on, as you can see from the swaths I've been cutting through the grass. Field 14 is fully grown again, so I'll likely be... something I've eaten has not agreed with me. I will likely be doing that again at some point. Also, I'm using the default GPS sounds at the moment because we had the multiplayer live stream today, and for that I needed to swap back to my normal GPS, or the normal GPS. This isn't my normal GPS. My normal GPS, of course, has green star sounds. The reason we got the care wheels is because they miraculously don't destroy crop. I kind of wish they'd leave two really thin lines through the crop, but that's not a thing that they're doing. Because in reality, yes, you would use care wheels, but you would also end up destroying some crop while spraying. You know, there's a balance there, and unfortunately I don't think the crop destruction mod has quite hit it. I do like how, you know, the care wheels actually do have an impact. That I like, but I don't like the way they have an impact. I think Giant's done goofed, which is a bit of a shame. But we are spraying today. We have fields 12, 15 and 19 to spray. Shouldn't take too long, I hope. Because I would like to maybe get another bit of contracting done, just for money's sake. There's now a part of me thinking I didn't actually need to buy the infinite supply and I've wasted some money. One thing I will need to save up for now is actually a skid steer or some sort of really heavy piece of equipment to actually lift the tanks onto the trailer. As well as that, I'll want to get a second bale trailer. I'm gonna go for the bale trailer I had is empty. I'm gonna actually go for a second bale trailer just to pretty much store bales on or store pallets on, because I don't know, should I? Would it be easier? Here's my line of thought right now. I could get a second bale trailer and use that to store pallets of seeds and of fertilizer. Alternatively, and this is kind of the second option, I could unload a bunch of pallets into a trailer dump the trailer on the ground and have a pile of seeds and a pile of fertilizer in that shed there. That's kind of the alternate option. There is that solid fertilizer there, or is that seeds? And like keep a pallet for, well, they'll probably stand out quite well because I believe seeds are red in this game, which is a real colour for seeds. They're covered in like fertilizer and antifungal stuff and all sorts of protections, and they, by sheer coincidence, the colour is red. It might be by design, actually. You know, I don't know. If you work in a seed production facility, tell me why they're red, please, because I would quite like to know. I think it is something to do with fertilizer and nutrient baths and antifungal baths and whatnot. Or at least I'd imagine so. My phone is completely jammed up, as is my PC. Lovely. All of my technology is jamming. So yeah, I meant to remove the autosave mod because it does seem to cause quite a bit of a jam. It's a shame. It's a real shame because I wish it didn't. It's a bit too obvious at the moment. So that's field 15 done. Let's go over and do field 12 now. Just fold this up temporarily. Are we going to make it through without hitting something? Hey, we are. We'll go over to field 12, then we'll move on to field 19. Field 12 shouldn't take too long to do. We've only used 12. I completely wasted my money by buying that infinite tank, didn't I? Then again, we will have to spray a couple of times, so maybe that we got lucky. So we'll unfold again here. And just set GPS up on this new path. Wait for it to be fully unfolded. Come on. There you go. We lower it. Nope, that's as low as it goes. So we'll just spray fertilizer on field 12 now. It is a bit different because I've been using solid fertilizer up until now. Spraying is of course a bit more realistic when the crops are actually in the ground. For those of you who missed it, this field is seeded entirely in sugar beets, so we'll have quite a large sugar beet harvest to do. That should be more than enough for the pigs forever. When we get pigs, we do have sheep now, so we need to keep an eye on them in terms of grass and water and wool. We need to actually be on the lookout for. Wool is really worth it in this game, so I'm actually gonna stockpile wool, which is a secondary reason I want a forklift or skid steer or something, is so that I can stack the wool up too high in a shed somewhere, and then load it up onto a trailer really nice and easily. So if I had my way, I would have multiple skid steers right now. It's just extra encouragement for me to continue work on that forklift I've been trying to convert for the last week. But yes, I am working on getting a forklift of some description into the game. It's just proving a bit more difficult than I thought because there's a weird error that I should be able to fix easily but is not being fixed by the method I know. Also, currently I'm sat with a blanket around because I'm cold and I don't have the heater running yet. I actually need to get my room ready for my heater, so I can't run the heater until my room is ready, and my room is in no way ready. That's what I'm going to be doing later on tonight. Actually, when I'm rendering this video, I will be preparing my room for the heater to be moved and switched on and warming myself up, and I'll be very happy. Although that's one more thing for me to worry about is ensuring the heater's set at the right setting and isn't too hot and isn't using all of the electricity ever, because I do it in a certain way, like I blast it full heat, full blast for a while until the room reaches like a good moderate temperature. Then I have the heat just to save energy and to keep kind of a nice warm airness going in the room. Nice warm airness, what? But just to keep the room warm, because this room, for those of you who don't know, for those of you who haven't been here for like a year, this room becomes an ice cube in the winter. It is ridiculously cold. Like, I've had it so cold in here I could see my own breath. And that's with all the windows, all of everything closed up. That's like the warmest I can get it without having a heater in the winter. On a, like a real, admittedly on a really cold day or a really cold night, it's worse. So on the milder days, it's fine. During the summer, it's ridiculously hot. My room is very sensitive to heat, it seems, because there's no insulation in this house at all. So when it's cold, it's really cold. When it's warm, it's really warm. Although this past summer it got really hot and it wasn't too bad. I have had it in worse situations, I'll be honest. But we're gonna have... Yeah, we're gonna have fun harvesting this beet, I think. Because field 12 is a bit much, I think, for sugar beets, especially with the harvest setup we have. Because for those of you who didn't see that, we actually have the smallest harvester. We've got the pull-behind beet harvester and the front attachment topper. They're both going to go on the vaulter here. We're going to probably unload into a trailer and just make a pile in one of the sheds, or even in the middle of the yard. It doesn't matter too much with sugar beets, because I do plan on selling the... Well, no, they'll be going to the pigs. I think there's a shed down at the pigs we can use. I will start using the central tipping store thingy for the corn and whatnot. But yes, temporarily I will be needing to make some sort of sugar beet shed. We are making good progress to this field, and yeah, I'm now realizing that I've just wasted quite a lot of money on the infinite supply of liquid fertilizer. I was wondering why they only give you one, and the reason is because that's more than enough to do all 3 starter fields and then some. Probably twice over. Dang it. We are out of solid fertilizer, so I will be needing to do some contracting in the stream today to get the money back up, because I will be paying off the loan as much as I possibly can before the stream, and then the stream will be me doing probably a lot of contracting. Possibly some boring ones where I'm just harvesting for 20 minutes, but I do need to do quite a lot to get the money up. And I apologize in advance if the stream is very boring. I will be talking to chat quite a lot, most likely, because it's going to be one of those streams where I'm going to be very bored if chat is very quiet. And yes, you guys do actually impact the quality of a stream in my eyes. Because you guys, believe it or not, you guys, when I'm streaming, you guys entertain me and I return the favor. I try to return, you know, how do I put this? You guys make me laugh, I laugh, and then you laugh at me. Because when I'm laughing, I do something stupid. Like in yesterday's stream, where we decided to get a pallet fork off the roof of the house, and that required a wheel loader, the little front loader majig that I really like that I need to get on this map, the Manitou telehandler, for some reason a pickup, and the skid steer, all to be on top of the roof, and about 20 minutes of time for us to figure out how on earth to get the Manitou up far enough so they could ram it off. And if you didn't see that, the stream VOD should be up, and I will put it in the cards, because that was a really fun stream. I really enjoyed that stream. Much and all as nothing got done. I got a bit annoyed at times. That was a very enjoyable stream, and I had fun. So that's off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz, at field 19. We don't need to top up our tanks, I don't think. I think field 19 should be good for us to just work on, because we're on the road now. We'll need our beacon turned on, and it is on. I can just see it flashing on the sunroof. And almost all of our fields at the moment are in soybeans, because soybeans are the best crop for making money. They are the FS17 version of canola. What canola was to the old games, soybeans are to this one. It's almost, I'm gonna be honest, it's almost like a mix of canola and silage. They're that ridiculously good, well priced. And I'm not going to complain because, hey, if I can get lots and lots of money for a simple crop, I'm going to get lots and lots of money for a simple crop. One thing is we do need to keep some soybeans in storage for the pigs for when we do get them. But we also need to expand the farm, so I think the priority right now should be working on the sheep and expanding the farm. So the sugar beets, I'm probably going to sell them all off so that I can start thinking about field 16 and 23 and 24. Are they likely to be the next? Yeah, field 16, 23 and 24 are the next logical 3 to buy. I think 24 is going to be our next field that we buy. Then 23, then 16, because 16 is a bit of a drive. Then likely 22, 8, 7 to 11 is going to be one that I'll want soonish as well, so that we can get a bunch of grass into that field. Oddly enough, I do want to be planting grass there specifically for the sheep, so that we can get lots and lots of grass and hay. And as well as that, if I want to do silage now, I'm going to need to get €240,000 together. Because I've downloaded the BJ extension mod, which means that silage, the biogas plant, is going to cost me €240,000 to set up in the first place. So once we get that money together, I'll start planting corn, we'll start doing corn silage, and we'll run the BJ up as much as we possibly can. We will need animals though, because we will be wanting the manure bonus. In theory, we'll be wanting that at least, just to boost things up a bit. I think we can run without it, but it would be advantageous. Is that that's going to cover almost all the crops, I think, so that should be good enough. And we've made fantastic time today. So I think the best thing to do next, I'm just trying to think of what else I can do. I'm unfortunately going to have to do this with care wheels on, because I can't be bothered going to the shop at the moment, and I don't want to be buying a workshop, because that's... I think the workshop's quite expensive. I might take out more of a loan and get the workshop just so I can put logical wheels on this thing. The care wheels are just for fertilizing. I'm gonna have to find somewhere to store this as well. So let's turn GPS off. And get this into storage somewhere. Where is a logical place to store this thing? Right in beside the combine, there is probably not enough room. Let's see. Probably in this shed here. So if I flip this around, because I want it in the middle of this shed. Can I lower it? Ah, I can lower it. Drop that there. Spin around. Faye's going to be happy that I'm actually organizing something here for once. And drop the front tank here-ish. They should be touching in theory, but I don't know if they actually are. Alright, how much is the workshop? So that's going to be the next thing really I want to get. Oh, 28 grand? Yes. Yes, please. Yes, always. And can it fit in here like this? Because that would be the... No, it won't fit there. Okay, where's the next logical place to put it? Over... Ooh. Oh, that was my mouse actually going outside the screen. Over here like that'll work. So let's get over to the workshop and put some normal wheels on this thing. Won't cost us a penny, luckily enough. I'm guessing we need to be touching this trigger there. Let's customize it, put our standard wheels on in white, I guess. What other wheels do we have? Standard wheel weights, narrow tires. Okay, standard. Customize that. Yes. So now we're back to our normal Valtra. And the next job we need to do is going to be a bit quicker, because we want to mow field 14. And we now have 2 mowers. For those of you who missed the stream, yes, I did buy a second mower. Bought a front-mounted mower. And I still have the disc bine, I believe it's called. The Momax, whatever. And what we can do is we can unfold the Momax right now. That's going out to that side, okay. So if we just take a bit of a wide berth here. This is Dave actually being smart for once, guys. Shock horror, Dave has actually had a good idea. Let's start this up and drop it down. Start this up and drop it down. We should, in theory, get 2 swaths. In practice, we are actually getting 2 swaths. Have I actually had, for the first time ever, a good idea that is going to actually work? Good lord. Guys, I think something's wrong, because I'm actually doing this the way that I had intended. That can't possibly be right. Although the turns are a bit wonky, but hey, it works. I'm genuinely surprised it does. Now, I have learned mouse controls do work with this Momax, and I can swing it out to the other side if I so wish. However, I don't really want to. Just want to try and keep it so that we have 2 good swaths of grass. What we'll do with this is we will pretty much try... do I want to bale it up, or do I want to just... Why is there a patch there that hasn't grown correctly? Interesting. I'm gonna... Okay, so I've derped and driven across. Let's just... Okay, let's go like this then. Dave is an idiot. There we go. There's the idiocy coming back. All is safe. Dave has done something really dumb. Now this isn't going to have great yield because I didn't actually fertilize the grass, but it's going to be yieldy enough that we can do stuff with it. Which is kind of what I'm interested in. So let's lift the front more this time, not the rear more. Because I should be able to take a tight enough turn that's not going to chop too much grass. There we go. Lower the front more, and here we go again. Now this time we will be windrowing it up, and that's just for my own ease, as I miss a bit. I'll be windrowing it up for my own ease. I'll be doing that off camera before the stream, hopefully. And during the stream we will be collecting this all up and basically selling it. Or we might make some. We might try and make some silage. It won't be saleable silage. I don't have enough to get the BGA running yet, but we can start making silage down there, I guess. For those of you who don't know, I do genuinely prefer making grass silage over corn silage. I think it's... This is gonna sound bad. I think it's less cheaty. I know that you get like infinite grass forever when you plant grass, but honestly the way grass works now, it's kind of a bit more challenging. And corn is just, you know, plant a crop and then wait for a while. I've never been a fan of the whole corn silage thing. Never really understood the whole corn silage fascination either. Because grass is actually cheaper to make silage from. Yes, it's a bit more work because you have to windrow it up and whatnot, but it works out cheaper because you don't really need specialist equipment to plant grass constantly, and you don't need to fertilize. Well, you didn't need to fertilize grass, now you do, so... Guess they've finally balanced grass silage. But I have always... genuinely, I'm not even like saying this because that's the main form of silage made in Ireland. I've genuinely always preferred making grass silage. It just... seems... Being from Ireland, obviously, it seems more legit to me. It's what's done here, but... It's more fun, it's more enjoyable. Plus you get to make cool designs in the grass like I'm making with the windrows. Gonna apparently skip a line here, hopefully. That's a full width of this. That's problematic, isn't it? Yeah, it's a genuinely enjoyable thing to do. Because number one, mowing is relaxing. If you're ever bored and you want something to do to relax, or if you're ever stressed, hop onto Farm Sim. Make a field that's literally just grass, and have yourself a mowing field. Have yourself a stress field where you just sit down for an hour or two. And the longer it takes, the better, because while it's boring work, it is genuinely relaxing because you don't really need to think too much. I mean, if you look at this, I mean, I'm just driving up and down the field. It is really relaxing. Fertilizing is just as relaxing to me. Windrowing is really good for relaxing. I'm one of these boring people who likes doing the really boring jobs and calls it relaxing. Mainly because I genuinely think it is. Like, mowing. Not many people, for whatever reason, enjoy mowing, and I really do. It's just kind of mindless work, I guess. But at the same time, you're getting something done that's productive. You know, I don't know. Maybe I'm weird. Maybe I'm weird. I'm weird, but, you know, maybe I'm weirder than I thought. I'm gonna actually mow so that there's a distinct line I can follow. There we go. So I come up this side and go down the other. It'll actually mean that the front mower will be the line that I need to follow, which is going to make things easier for me. Also, I forgot to set the number of mirrors up. Oops. I think it's currently set on 4 mirrors maximum, which is why one of the side mirrors is constantly blinking on and off. But I think that's about all we have time for today. Unintentional uncut video. I was actually fully intending on making an edited video today, but ended up talking for half an hour straight. Because that's something I do. So what happens when I record on a stream day is I'll just talk and talk and talk forever. But yeah, that's going to be about all we have time for. I'll finish mowing off camera. I'll windrow it up before the stream tomorrow, hopefully. Because I do have lots of stuff that I want to get done tonight, if possible. If I start the stream with windrowing, you'll know that I've got a lot done. Or very little done. It really depends on what I claim at the start of the stream. Probably that I didn't get everything I wanted to do done, because I never do. It's just a simple fact of life with me. Is like, I plan so much, I want to do so much, and I never get it all done. I never have the time to do everything I want to do. Which I guess is a good thing, because then it gives me things to put off, to, you know, start the next day with. Or the next period of free time. Because I don't have... For those of you who don't know, I don't actually have much free time. I'm normally doing something for YouTube or something for someone. Because I try to be helpful. I try to be... You know, someone... If somebody needs something, they can ask me, and I'll try and figure it out for them if they can't, or do it if I can. And if they can't, or whatever. And occasionally I'll just write rude words in Giant Editor because I've found a map where I can use the foliage layers. Not that I've done that in the past 24 hours. While extremely tired because I hadn't slept for like 30. Don't ever let me near anything technical when I haven't slept for a day, because it usually ends up with me writing rude words with it. Let's fold up the mower. Can I fiddle with this while it's... No, well, it's sewed up. The answer is no. So that's the mowing done. And I said about 5 minutes ago that's all we have time for. That actually is all we have time for, because we got more than I had intended done, which is always nice. I will windrow this up immediately. I'll windrow it up now so it's done. But I'll do that off camera. I'm going to leave you, and while I have indigestion, I will say until next time, stay safe and goodbye.